This bustling cafe in Old Havana would have been a rare sight during Fidel Castro's time. Economic reforms introduced by Raul Castro have triggered an explosion in the number of privately owned restaurants or paladares in Cuba. Some young entrepreneurs like Ariel Causa, who runs a restaurant rating app, are seizing that opportunity.
When you look at my parents' generation, who had to live with huge problems with this country's economy, you realize that the only differences between me and my predecessors are the opportunities that I've had.
The number of self-employed Cubans like Causa has nearly tripled in recent years, rising to more than 500,000 in 2017. But in a country where the state has dominated the economy for decades, there are signs that the government is putting the brakes on its own reforms. It's stopped issuing licenses to certain private businesses, and it's also imposing strict regulations on existing ones. Castro's attempts to open up the economy came hand in hand with diplomatic outreach, symbolized by Barack Obama's visit to Havana in 2016. Since then, American allegations of sonic attacks on US government workers have led to Washington drastically cutting its embassy staff, and Donald Trump's surprise victory in the 2016 US election is also casting doubt on the future of America's relationship with its neighbor. Many Cubans say the spirit of Fidel's revolution lives on.
The country hasn't changed. We are maintaining the same positions. The ideology hasn't changed. That will never change. Now, after Raul, we'll keep going with what came before.
Perhaps there are new circumstances and new challenges, but basically all of Fidel's principles live on, like a light, like a guide.
But even though Raul Castro is expected to stay on as head of the Communist Party and the military, there is a sense that the state's tight control is loosening slightly. So this isn't so much a moment of change for Cuba, but rather a test of whether Fidel Castro's revolution can once again adapt and survive. Giles Gibson, TRT World, Havana.